Hello, welcome to SysZone. In this video, you will learn about if, else if, and else statement, and along with for loop. Let's begin. If statement. If statement is true, it will print this statement is correct. So after executing, we are getting this statement. This statement is correct. Now we will use a else statement. If and else statement. By default, assigned a equal to false. If a equal to true, then it will return print this statement is correct. Otherwise it will print a else statement, this statement is incorrect. So by default, because we have defined a equal to false, so it will not go into this one, it will go into the else part where this statement is correct will be printed. So this is a simple if and else statement. Now in Python, instead of else if, we use a elif. So in this example we will see if, elif, and else statement. We declared a equal to computer. Now if a equal to laptop, then print this is a laptop. Elif, another condition, a equal to computer, then print this is computer. Otherwise it will go into the else part, it will print whatever you are trying to find it. Here we declared the value of a equal to computer. So we have already discussed the single equal to and a double equal to difference, where double equality we use it for comparison and single equality is used for assignment. The value of a is computer. Elif, we can use multiple elif between this else if and else statement. So here we are using only one, equal to computer. After executing these lines of code, this is computer would be the output of this code. So we saw if statement, how we can use a if condition, how we can use a else if. In Python we call as a elif, or elif we use instead of else if and else statement. So this is a simple demonstration of if, else, and else if. Now we'll see the for loop. What is for loop? If you want to go through the multiple lines of code, it's it's better to use a for loop instead of going into a particular line and writing a particular line of code. A for loop acts as an iterator, means it will iterate through number of lines. Here we took variable list name as list1. Inside it we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. These are our items in list. Now I want to print all the list one by one. So this is a syntax of for loop. For I, you can take any dummy variable. In, we saw the in operator earlier, and list1. So what this line of code will do, it will pick a value one by one. First time it will pick 1, second time 2, third time 3, like that, and it will print. It will print until the last value. So this is a simple syntax of for loop. For, here would be your dummy variable in operator, here would be your list. In our case it is list1, and we are just using a print function to print of values from list. So this is a simple example of for loop. Now we can use a if condition inside a for loop. For loop using if statement to check even number. We have a list where its item belongs from 1 to 10. So here we are trying to pick the even numbers which is in list, and it will print that number only. So if you see here, the loop for I in list1, there is no change. Now inside it, when it will pick a first value, we are putting a if condition. If I means first value mod 2 equal to 0, so it will check a reminder. If it is reminder of after dividing by 2, any number dividing by 2, if its reminder is 0, we will treat that thing as a even number, checking mod of value of I whose remainder should be 0. So it will check, and if it is remainder is 0, then it will print. So this is our output 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are our even numbers. Now inside for loop we use the if condition or a if statement. We can also apply else statement. If it is not even, we can print the other number. No change in the for loop statement for I in list 1. You have to follow this syntax like colon, indentation, you have to leave a space so code can understand this is a for block or this is a if block or a else block. Now first value when get picked by this for loop, it will check it is divided by means its remainder is 0 or not. If it is, it will print. We are using a f string formatting, even number is, and it will print the whatever the value of I would be. Otherwise odd number is this. So first number odd number is 1, even number is 2, odd number is 3, like that till 10, because we have a 10 item in a list. So inside for loop we can use if and else statement also. Now we can calculate some of the list, for loop to calculate some of the list. So how we can, so here we took a variable sum underscore of underscore list equal to 0, initial value is 0. Again no change in for loop statement for I in list 1 colon, this is a indentation part which we left some blank, sum of I. So what is the value of this? It is statement actual value of this sum of list plus equal to 1 is, what it will do, it will add the value of I in sum and in every iteration. So it will take first value from this list 1, it will do a sum and it will add into sum of list. It will keep adding until the last item reached. So at the end if you calculate the value is 55. If you do the addition from 1 to 10, final sum is 55. If you want to pick a value, or you can use a tuple unpacking. So here we took a tuple values, t underscore values, this is our variable name of tuple 1 2 3 4 5, this is a tuple. Now again we can use for loop with list, we can use for loop with tuple also. Similarly here we are printing the value 1 2 3 4 5. Now if you want to make a tuple and get like as an index position or a packing of tuple, you can declare like this. I have took a list 2 as a variable name. So this is my first value, this is second, this is third value. So if I took a normal list for I in list 2 and if I am printing I, if you see inside braces, this would be treated as one item if it is in a list. Okay, so it is printing 2 4 6 8 10 12. If you want to unpack it, you can use it for, this is a dummy variable, whatever you want to take, it could be a b x y. I took t1 t2 from this list, and whatever the value you want to print, I am taking a first value. If you see 2 6 10, so 2 2 6 10 it is printing. Similarly if you want to print a second value t2, it would be 4 8 12. So we saw the for loop using with list, we saw for loop using with tuple. Now we'll see this thing with dictionary. We can use for loop with dictionary also. So here we have a dictionary D, dictionary variable name is D. Inside it, key 1 value 1, key 2 value 2, key 3 value is 3. I am taking a for loop, print I. So what I will do, I will by default take all keys one by one, key 1, key 2, key 3. Similarly, if you want to take the item, there is a inbuilt function for dictionary. So it will return a pair of your keys and value, key 1 value 1, key 2 value 2, key 3 value 3. Now if you want to make a different items from this key, so you can again do the dictionary unpacking. You can define two dummy variables, kv d dot items. So first time it will take a key, means k. Second time it will print a v. So key 1 output is key 1 1, key 2 2, key 3 3, like that. So this is for dictionary. Similarly, we have a built-in function for dictionary keys. So it will automatically extract only keys from the dictionary. You can also convert this dictionary into list. So I'm using a list prior to that, and after executing it is returning a value in list. Similarly, you can sort these values, sorted function dictionary d dot values. So it will, whatever the value inside it, it will sort in a ascending order 1 2 3. So here we saw the for loops we used with the list, tuple and dictionary. We saw the if and else statement. We'll see on a next lecture. Thank you.